Welcome. Today I'm going to do a little product review for this mat here. This is a MiraMate Big Magic. It uses PEMF technology to try and create benefits for you. PEMF is pulsed electromagnetic frequency. Now, what that does is it creates a very gentle frequency based on the Earth's core, which is 6.7. And what it does is it allows the frequency to come up through the mat and into your body. Now, this is something that's quite interesting. I've been trying it out now for about a month, and I must say that there are definite benefits. So some of those benefits might be pain relief. Now, there are scientific studies that do show some of these benefits to be there. And so it can improve pain relief by increasing blood circulation. Also, one of its benefits is it can reduce inflammation. And so that should always be the primary goal in anything that you're doing to help with any type of problem that you have. One of the other things that it has, one of the other benefits, is it reduces stress and anxiety. Now, there are scientific studies that does show the benefits of this. It can improve sleep. Now, I can attest definitely to improving sleep. I can talk about that soon. It can also provide a little bit of an energy boost, and it might do that by improving sleep. One of the things it does is it creates an enhanced healing by improving the circulation. It also improves the natural recovery process that the body may use. It's non-invasive. It's very simple to use. You can use it almost anywhere you like, and I kind of like it. So, what's in the box? Let's have a look. So what I'll do is I'll just bring you down a little bit closer and I'll show you this mat. Okay, so what we have is this is the mat. It's about maybe half an inch thick or so. It's quite soft. Not soft, I'd say it's kind of maybe a little bit firm. So inside there's all coils, and we'll show that in a second. So the mat is not heavy, and so generally you can fit your shoulders all the way down to your lower back, and that's generally how I use it. So what you get is a carry bag over here. It's not a bad quality bag, so it's just big enough. Has a small section in here. That you can put a shoulder strap and some of the accessories in. And one more little pouch over here. So the zippers feel actually quite good quality. So inside the bag, we have another little pouch nice and soft. And here is the power supply. You get a power supply that uses a USB connection, so you can get power almost anywhere these days. So it's quite easy for it to be powered. You get a little tester here that you can put on it when it's running, which we will show you in a second. And that will test to make sure everything is working. You get an instruction manual. You got a little book here called The Essence of Happiness and True Freedom. So it's a little bit of a book. It just sort of tries to help you find like a natural way just to help with problems. So what we'll do is we'll turn it on now, and I'll show you how it all works. I'm missing a cable. Oh, here we go. So the cable that's connected to the mat is quite soft and pliable. It feels like it's actually a good quality cable by the way that it flexes and moves. So generally stiff cables are not so good. Has a plug with a little line on it, so it should just go in the one way. And we have a switch that turns on, and then we have a strength of 1 or 2, so you can change its strength. I've just left it on 2. Now, if you look here, you'll see the flashing light, and that indicates that there's a coil under there. So the camera is kind of picking it up, and then it looks like it's stopping, but it's continuous here. So if you move it over to here, you'll see that there's another coil here. If you move it across, there's a coil here. If you move it over to here, there's a coil here. If you move it across, you'll find that there's another coil here, and you'll find there's another coil over here under the MiraMate logo there. And so if we come to here, we'll move it back, and there's another coil here. And so there should be one here, another one here, and you'll find that there'll be one here and another one here. So if we come back a little bit, so it seems that these coils are giving off quite a large effect. So there must be another one here, another one here, and that'll be another one. So it looks like there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coils per strip. So that's it. It's that simple. You just plug it in, turn it on, and it's odd. You can almost feel it. So the mat is made from a material which is easy to clean, and I'll show you how I use it. But first, let me talk about my experience. For me, I've been using this mat for approximately a month now, and kind of on and off on how I use it. But for me, I definitely found some benefits. So one of the first immediate benefits I found was that as soon as you lie on it, you immediately feel, it's hard to describe. It's like a very light sensation that is not tingling, but it's kind of like it's like a relaxing feeling that you feel. Now, one of the other benefits about this is apparently it activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the nervous system that helps you to relax and sleep. And I believe the ASMR that I create does that exact same thing, but it activates it slightly differently, I think. So as soon as you lie on the mat, you can feel, like I can feel it here, is that you feel an immediate sense of kind of like relaxation. So what I have found is that lying on this mat, it does not take long for you to fall asleep. I find that it can aid in your ability to get to sleep. There was one time when sleep was difficult for me. Normally getting to sleep is not so bad, but I did use this mat then, and it definitely did help in me getting to sleep. All right, so for pain relief and problems, I don't have too many problems, but I do have two. And one of them is really interesting, but that's the next one. So I have like some disc degeneration in my lower spine, which is common as people get old, like me. And there are times when I'll feel more pain. Now, while using the mat, I have noticed that it does reduce some of the pain that I feel through my lower back when I wake up. So for me, I gauge the pain getting out of bed or however I feel. And I do feel it has improved that a little bit. But I think that some of my lower back pain is my nerve, or one of my nerves is not freely exiting through one of my lower vertebrae. So there's like a mechanical part of my problem. So for me, it did feel like it helped a little bit. Now, the really interesting thing is that before I started using this, I said to the people who sent this to me, is that I had what I believe was a bone spur on my elbow. And this was causing me some significant irritation, to the point where I couldn't extend my arm and put weight on it. So when I was doing a shoulder press, I would come to here and I would stop. If I was to extend it, it would cause pain in my elbow. And I've had this for a little while, and it took me a little while to try and figure out what the problem was. And so eventually I figured out, and then I could feel it was like a chunk of bone growing. It's like a calcification. Now, when I used the mat, I would always put my elbow into this position here to try and see if that would help, because there is a process where the body can take that calcification and basically dissolve it. And so that was something that I thought I'd try. Now, I didn't think too much of it, and to be honest, the first time I used the mat, the next morning I actually felt a little bit more pain in my back and my elbow. Now, it wasn't significant, it was just like a little bit. And so in my mind, I was like, not so sure. But I continued on with it. And so after about 7 to 10 uses of it, I noticed that my elbow wasn't as painful. And after, I would say, approximately 15 uses of the mat, the bone spur seems to have been greatly reduced. And to the point where before I couldn't do in the Stuart McGill Big Three, he would do the bird dogs, where you would stand like that and you'd put one arm up and the other arm up. I had to stop doing the bird dogs. And like, if I was just to put weight on it just like that, just that simple, it was actually painful and I was avoiding that. Now, currently, as I speak, the bone spur seems to have been greatly reduced, and I'm now able to come onto here. There's still a little bit of uncomfort, but it's at a much lower level. So, did this mat help? I think maybe that one of its benefits is wound healing, and like it's aiding the natural body's recovery process. Now, did it help? It seems that it did for me. So if I was part of a scientific study, I would report exactly what I just told you as one of my benefits. And to be honest, it was a significant benefit for me because the elbow has been bothering me for a while. It started when going to gym. I couldn't do skull crushers. I've been doing skull crushers for ages, and I used to love doing them to trash my triceps. And so I stopped doing skull crushers, and I thought, it's all right, it's just a small problem, it'll get better. But it got worse, and I think it was from using a mouse and putting an elbow on something, so I think that was why I got it. So anyway, I'm now doing shoulder presses, and I'm doing full extensions, and I'm actually coming up to pretty close to a full extension now at the top, which I would never do. I wouldn't do that at all. And so I'm pressing 26 kilo dumbbells for 10 reps, pause all the way down the bottom. That's 60-pound dumbbells. So I could go heavier, but I'm choosing to go slow, pause, and press to the top. And so that's my story of the benefit that I've received since using the mats. Let me show you how I use the mat. So another thing that you can do is you can just pull it off, and then you put it underneath the sheet and just slide forward. And you'll find it's just over here. And then just lie down on it and relax. Thank you. I hope that you've enjoyed this product review. I enjoyed creating it and sharing this information with you. Please look in the description below to click the link for the discount code and check out the product page and have a look at the information that it has there. I hope this has helped you in some way. If you think it's been helpful, please share it so that others may benefit from this information. So I hope that you can share this because for me personally, I have found that it has helped me to relax, to help me to sleep. It has reduced some of my lower back pain, and surprisingly, it helped what I believe I had a bone spur, but my elbow has improved significantly. So please share this so that others may benefit. And if you're using the product and you have some feedback, please leave a comment below so that you can share your experience with the product with others so that they may benefit. Thank you very much, and I appreciate your time to watch this video and see if this may be of any benefit to you.